How's it going, guys? This is Jason, and welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. In this episode, we're going to be doing another standard event, and this time we're going to be using a Golgari Adventures deck. We're going to be giving that a try. This one was created by Gartered in a recent competition. And some of the staples of this deck, we've got Murderous Rider, which is obviously great creature and planeswalker removal, in addition to a lifelink creature. Lovestruck Beast, which is 2 creatures in one of which is really big. And Paradise Druid, which gives you nice early mana ramp and hexproof blocker if needed. So, let's see how we can do with this. I don't think I've used this style deck before, but I have faced it quite a few times, and I've definitely seen what it can do. It definitely has the potential to overwhelm the field pretty well. Okay, so 2 mana, I'm not that crazy about that, but we do have one of each of the mana colors we want, and we do have a lot of cheap spells. So I think we're going to keep this and just hope we sort of draw into more mana. Probably go with Scryland turn 1, turn 2, maybe Order of Midnight. Okay, good, we do have more land. Fantastic. Let's go to Scryland. Paradise Druid, I like that. I think we want Paradise Druid turn 2 instead of Order of Midnight. And then turn 3, potentially Vraska. Yeah, let's do... We have more black mana in our hand for the cards, so let's play a Swamp. Let's do Paradise Druid. It's looking like we might be facing a Gruul aggro deck. Yep, Spellbreaker. It's consistent with that. Nice thing is, if we do Vraska, which I think we might, we can just destroy Spellbreaker with that. And I think that might be what we want to do. Alternatively, we could play Foulmire Knight and have a Death Touch blocker. That's another thing we could do. I'm thinking Vraska, though. Oh, another thing we could do is Rankle and make him sacrifice it. We'd have to sacrifice Paradise Druid as well, but... oh man, so many options. What do I want to do? I think I want to do Rankle. Yeah, let's do Rankle and make him sacrifice that shit. And then potentially he'll want to use a removal to get rid of Rankle to keep him from continuing to do that. Because I have cheap, worthless creatures all day that I can continue sacrificing. Each player sacrifices a creature, and let's make each player discard a card as well. Let's start making people discard things. We'll get rid of Foulmire Knight, I think. We have another one. Yeah, this is looking good with Rankle. And fun thing is, if he does remove Rankle, I can play Order of Midnight and get him right back. Yeah, this is looking really good. This is hopefully gonna... The desired effect of Rankle right now is to accelerate his aggro decks running out of steam. That's what we want right now. We're just gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna play a... we're gonna get Foulmire Knight's Adventure out. Oh no, we don't have enough mana because Temple of Malady comes out tapped. Damn. Well, rip. We don't... Do we want this land? Nah, we have enough land. Let's find something else. So I think we're gonna do Foulmire Knight the creature, and then we'll do we'll attack with Rankle and make sacrifice again. Wait. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Get that Death Toucher out there, and then we'll sacrifice and discard again. We just want him to run out of steam as fast as possible. I don't think we need this Scryland. And obviously, it's making us run out of steam as well. Thing is, we have a Vraska on deck that can help us catch up. And we still obviously have board advantage with Rankle still out. So. Good, he has more land. Stark and Hellkite. Okay, okay. Well, that, that puts a stop to Rankle right there. I think Vraska's the thing to do now. Is there anything we can take back with Order of Midnight that would help us here? Not really. We can get Foulmire Knight back, but that's not really going to help. Especially since he has a counter on him. He can basically destroy our less tough creatures. So, I think that Vraska's the way to go. Yeah, I think Vraska, and then we can just make her bigger. Maybe sacrifice a land and draw a card. And if he wants to kill Vraska, he'll have to attack and probably use his mana ability as well. Edgewall Innkeeper, fantastic. We're going to wait until Stark and Hellkite is dealt with before we play that, because obviously he's got his triggered his activated ability that can destroy 1/1s or 2/2s. So we're gonna hope he attacks. Torbran, oh no! So he is gonna kill Vraska. Oh. Wow, I may have screwed myself here by exhausting my own hand. I didn't think he had these big cards here. So do we want to lose Vraska or do we want to lose Rankle? That's the question now. I think we want to lose Rankle because we can get him back with Order of Midnight. We'll keep Vraska for now. Massacre Girl. We don't have the mana for it. Let's see, we can do Edgewall Innkeeper, and then we can do Order of Midnight to draw a card. But then we won't get its Adventure ability. We don't have enough mana for its Adventure and playing the creature if we want Edgewall Innkeeper. Vraska can't help against these guys because they're more than 3 mana. Yikes. This is bad. I think we're going to lose Vraska. Well, let's play Edgewall Innkeeper. And let's just... Let's sacrifice a land. I know we need more land for Massacre Girl, but I think we need more cards sooner than that. Now I can do Order of Midnight and draw another card, but Order of Midnight can't block. I think we no longer need Order of Midnight's Adventure ability, because we have a Rankle in our hand. So let's go ahead and do this and draw another card by playing the creature. And potentially we could Massacre Girl. Yeah. This is looking bad. All of a sudden, it's looking really bad. It was looking really good when before he had Skargan Hellkite, and then that just sort of turned things around. Totally neutralized Rankle. Right. Right, because of Torbran. Oh, man. This is a disaster. Is there anything we can get to turn us... We need a Murderous Rider to take out that Torbran, I think. We've sacrificed our land, so we don't have enough. Well, the good thing is our Edgewall Innkeeper can sort of divert damage from Skargan Hellkite's ability. Otherwise, it would be doing like 4 damage extra per turn to our health pool. So I think that's worth. Oh, he only prevented 1 of the damage. Oh man, we're so dead. There's Foulmire Knight. That's not going to help. He's going to do 5, and then he can also use his ability for 4 more. Yeah, I'm dead. Wow, what a disappointing end to this game. I think in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have used Rankle to make both of us discard cards. I might have had more options. Yeah. Alright, let's try it again. It just seemed like such a good idea to make him lose all his cards. But yeah, unfortunately, Skargan Hellkite, there wasn't much I could do against him. Never found an answer for Skargan Hellkite. Hopefully, in the subsequent games, we get Edgewall Innkeeper out a lot faster, like early turns, so we can really maximize that draw power. Alright, like this. Yeah, perfect. Turn 1 Edgewall Innkeeper, turn 2 Paradise Druid. Or potentially Foulmire Knight and a Scryland. Yeah, let's keep this. We've got Questing Beast for later. Hello. Edgewall Innkeeper. Yeah, I'm thinking turn 2 Paradise Druid. And that way, if we draw another basic land, we can do turn 3 Questing Beast. Oh, is this a mirror match? I think it is. Yeah, so it looks like we can do turn 3 Questing Beast, John Wall 4. Do I want to... You know what? Do I want to give the option for a trade here by attacking? He has 6 cards. I think I do. I only have 1 adventure card in my hand. So potentially... No, I don't want to give him the option. Because he'll decide based on whether he has like another one in his hand or if he has a lot of adventure spells in his hand, so I'd rather not give him that choice. Yeah, so I'm thinking next turn, Overgrown Tomb, pay 2 life, and get Questing Beast out there to start dealing heavy damage. That's good to see that he went with a tap land. That means he only has 1 mana available. He didn't even do anything. Wow. Alright, let's do Questing Beast. Get that big boy out there. He cannot be blocked by a 1/1. Just does 4 damage right through. If he has a removal, he'll probably play it on Questing Beast ASAP. Which is fine. He already did 4 damage. 4 damage plus getting rid of one of their removals. That's worth it in my book. Okay, so he probably has a Murderous Rider that he's going to do in response to my attack. What do we want now? I'm thinking... I'm pretty sure this deck style that we're both using doesn't have any board wipes, so I'm not too worried about playing all my creatures. And I think I want another Paradise Druid out there for mana ramp. So I'm thinking Paradise Druid and Fabled Passage, and then I'll have 3 mana left over for Foulmire Knight's instant ability, which I'll do on his end step. So that's the plan right now. Let's do all that after we attack. Just so that all the cards are out on the table in terms of what the opponent's going to do this turn. Yeah, he's definitely got an instant. I think he's waiting for me to attack before he does it. Murderous Rider? Murderous Rider? Murderous Rider, right? It's Murderous Rider. Murderous Rider! Okay. He even took 2 damage, so that's good. Okay, so let's do Fabled Passage. Let's get a Swamp, since we only have 1 black mana at the moment. And we're actually going to do... No. We'll do Paradise Druid, and then we'll do Foulmire Knight's instant ability during his end step. We just want 3 mana untapped, so he doesn't know what we have. He might think we have a Murderous Rider. It might hold him off from playing one of his big threats. Fires of Invention? What the fuck is this deck? This is not what I thought it was. And there's Murderous Rider, alright. Did not expect to see a Fires in what I thought was a Golgari adventure deck. That's interesting. This is potentially a hybrid. Let's draw cards in his life. Another Foulmire Knight. I'm fine with this. Oh, another Questing Beast. Fantastic. That'll go right past his Murderous Rider. I'm all for that. We're doing the Scryland because that's all we have. So let's do this. See what we got. Do we want another land? I don't think so. I think we're okay on land right now. We're not going to attack with our Paradise Druids because he's obviously got a 2/3. We're doing Questing Beast for sure, and then we've got 2 mana left over, which is enough to do Foulmire Knight. Let's do Foulmire Knight first because we can draw a card and see what else we get. Basic land, okay. And let's do Questing Beast. Boom. And just like before, if he has removal for it on this turn, he probably will use it on Questing Beast because that's it's too big a threat for him to ignore. And then next turn, we've got Foulmire Knight's Adventure and playing him as a creature, and we'll draw another card. One thing I like about him having Fires out is that he can only play spells on his turn, so I don't need to worry at all about him doing things in response to my attacks or anything like that. Removal. Another Murderous Rider, wow. And he took 2 more damage, so he's now in the danger zone below 5, which I'm happy about. Is he going to play another Murderous Rider? Yeah. Okay. And all his mana is going to waste because he doesn't have any activated abilities on his creatures. And he can't play any more spells this turn because he's already done 2. If I could draw another Questing Beast, that would be amazing. Let's do Foulmire Knight's instant right now, just in case we draw something we can play during our main phase. When we do the creature ability. So the fact that he has Fires means it is possible he has a board wipe. He could have like a Flame Sweep or... I don't know what the hell he has because he's not playing the exact archetype. So he could have anything. He could have like a Ritual of Soot as well. I have enough for... Oh, I have another Foulmire Knight. Alright, let's do that. I don't think we care about tapping our Paradise Druids because they're not going to be attacking. Murderous Rider, cool. So we could get rid of one of his life linkers, potentially. I think we're going to keep our Foulmire Knights as blockers for his Murderous Riders if he decides to attack. That should mitigate him gaining any life, unless he wants to lose his creatures. I guess I could have also attacked with them, but he could have just let them through and then attacked next turn to gain more life than he lost. So I think keeping them as blockers is a better idea for now. Now, I need to keep in mind, there's going to be a certain point at which I can attack, and my attacks will do more damage past his lifelinkers than he can gain back with the lifelink. So I just need to do the math occasionally to make sure that I'm not passing up any of those opportunities. I do need to amass more creatures, which hopefully Edgewall Innkeeper can keep drawing me cards. Rankle? Oh no. I don't think Rankle can do much to me right now. If I sacrifice or discard, I have things I can get rid of that I don't miss. Drawing cards for each of us would be... well, it would still be okay for me. Main thing is, I think the main problem with Rankle is just that he's a flyer right now, honestly. I might use Murderous Rider on him. Let's get rid of a Swamp. I think Murderous Rider might kill Rankle on my turn. So let's do Edgewall Innkeeper so that we draw two cards for every adventure spell now. Do we have enough mana for... how much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have enough for Murderous Rider's ability, plus him as a creature, plus Foulmire Knight. Let's do Foulmire Knight first, so we draw 2 cards and just see if we have any better options, but I doubt we're going to get better than Murderous Rider. Castle Locthwain, okay. Vraska. Ooh, I like Vraska. I want to do that, but we don't have the mana for... oh, we do! We can play Castle Locthwain. We can do Vraska and destroy Rankle. I think that's what we're going to do. And I think we're going to wait until his turn to destroy Rankle. Just on the off chance he has any buffs or something that he wants to cast on Rankle that we can make him waste. So, let's do Vraska. And I think we're going to start sacrificing lands to gain a bit more card advantage.
Don't dwell on what's about to happen.
Oh my god, a Liliana, fantastic. That's coming out next turn for sure. And this turn we're destroying Rankle, I think. Also, waiting until the last minute to destroy Rankle can also make him think he has more damage going through than he does and make him overcommit his attackers. Lucky Clover, I don't like that. Do not want him having more... oh, he's probably got another Murderous Rider that he's going to use to double effect. That's not great. Oh, Smitten Swordmaster. Oh, okay. So let me... hang on a second. The number of knights you control. How many knights does he have? 3. Okay. So I'm about to take 6 damage. Yikes. And he just gained a bunch of life, too. Well, that's fine. We're going to destroy Rankle, so we're not going to be in the danger zone just yet. Not this turn, at least. Oh, wait, we are, because Murderous Rider makes us take 2 damage. That's fine. We can survive in 5, and then on our turn, we'll use Vraska and gain another life, so we'll be... oh, yeah, Liliana. Let's do Liliana. Let's put this land out. We're going to do Liliana. We actually have enough for playing Murderous Rider as well.
This isn't your average
So, question now is, do I want to
zombie
create zombies, or do I want to make things be sacrificed? Well, you know what? I think I'm going to start attacking with my Foulmire Knights, now that I can create zombie blockers for Murderous Riders. And that I'm going to have my own Murderous Rider. So yeah, this is a good idea. And also, we're drawing cards whenever one of our creatures dies, so yeah, I think we're going to attack the Foulmire Knights for sure now. If he wants to block, he'll lose his Murderous Riders, or whatever else he blocks with. Interesting, okay. So, if I can, I want to get rid of his Murderous Riders, because then my 2/2 zombies that I create will be able to go right through, or destroy his blockers, but currently they can't. Okay, so I'm thinking I might want to destroy... I might want to make people sacrifice. No, I think we're going to build towards each of our Planeswalkers' ultimates and make them both threats that he can't ignore. Same thing with Vraska. We'll make both of them crawl towards their ultimate abilities and make him address these Planeswalkers. Let's get rid of another land. We're doing fine on lands right now. Rankle, fantastic. So I think we're going to do Murderous Rider now. Draw some more cards. Get a lifelinker out there. Bloodstruck Beast. We got a spare Liliana. That's nice. And we've got plenty of blockers for if he decides to attack. The only thing is if he has another Rankle, that'll be a little unfortunate because he'll get through. But I think we'll still survive. If he had another one of these Smitten Swordmasters, that would be really bad. I think we'd die if he had that. But... oh my god! Gah! Why is it always exactly what they need happens? Come on. GG. GG. God damn it. It's literally the only thing that they could have played that would have killed me. And they even had a second Lucky Clover. Oh my god. I'm trying to think back. Is there anything I could have done differently there if I had anticipated that? I don't think so. Well, I could have used Liliana's Sacrifice Creatures -4, and then he might have had fewer knights. But I think he could have sacrificed things other than knights. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let's just recover. Let's continue on. This is fine. We have cheap creatures and 3 lands. We don't have a green land for Edgewall Innkeeper turn 1, but it's still fine. We can put up the tap land first. Hello. Scry. Rankle. Do we want Rankle? Yeah, I think we're okay on land. We don't need anything else right now, so Rankle's fine. Damn. Archive Troll. Is this a mono green deck? What is this? Let's see. I'm thinking Edgewall Innkeeper and then another Scryland, maybe? Because we can't do Lovestruck Beasts 1 cost because we don't have another green available. So yeah, I'm thinking Temple of Malady again. Forest. Do we want more land? I think we're okay on land. We have 4. Let's find other stuff. Another Edgewall Innkeeper would be great. We could start drawing 2 cards for each of these adventure spells we have. We do need to get Lovestruck Beast out pretty quick so we can block their creatures. Oh yeah, he's getting a lot of big creatures out, so... We might actually skip Lovestruck Beast's 1 mana just to get a blocker out there for these Barkhide Trolls. Let me see. Alternatively, we could do Lovestruck Beasts. We could do another Scryland and get Lovestruck Beasts 1/1 out there. But then we'll take at least 7 damage. Am I willing to do that? I think we're going to do Lovestruck Beasts, the creature, right away. Just so that we don't take too much more damage from these guys. And we'll draw a card right away as well. Okay. We're probably not going to attack with Lovestruck Beast just yet. He's more valuable as a blocker right now. Questing Beast, alright. He's attacking with everyone? Shit. Well, I'm tempted to block one of his Barkhide Trolls because I won't lose Questing Beast if I do that, but how much damage am I going to take? I'll take 9 damage. I'll be down to 8. I think it's worth it to do that for 1 turn, and then we can use Lovestruck Beast to block Questing Beast next time. But I think we want to keep Questing Beast alive for now. I'm thinking my turn, we'll probably do Foulmire Knight to have another Death Toucher for his other Barkhide Troll, and then we'll block Questing Beast with Lovestruck Beast. That sounds good to me. We also have enough mana for a Murderous Rider in addition to Foulmire Knight. Is it better for Murderous Rider or for Foulmire Knight's draw thing? I think Murderous Rider, just in case he has like a buff or one of those enchantments. So yeah, let's go with Foulmire Knight. We'll draw a card. Masker Girl. Interesting, alright. And we'll keep another 3 available for Murderous Rider. Right now we're on the defense, but we have a lot of removal options, which is great, which means if we can clear his field and make sure he doesn't have a mechanism for draw power, we can recover. There's Questing Beast. So do I want to destroy Questing Beast with Murderous Rider or with Lovestruck Beast? I think Lovestruck Beast is a better option. Just because it's already revealed information. And if he has like a spare Questing Beast that he wants to play, then he might play it thinking that I have no other answer for it. In which case I can just destroy it immediately. What else do you have? Another Barkhide Troll, okay. Oh, Harpooner. You know what? I'm tempted to do Masker Girl, honestly, and just wipe his board. He's got a lot more to lose than I do. And then I can just play lifelink creatures after that. Or after that, I can do a Rankle and just deplete his hand. Yeah, I think we're going to hold off on doing any Murderous Rider stuff. Let's put out a Swamp. And, yeah, I think we're going to do Massacre Girl. Let me just double check. Okay, let me see if I can get an attacker through before I do that. I think Falmire Knight can get through, and no matter what, I'll still destroy all the creatures with Massacre Girl, regardless of how he decides to block. So let's just do that real quick. See if we can get one extra damage out of this. He's probably going to let it through. There's no reason for him to block. That'd be silly. Yeah. Okay, let's do Massacre Girl now. Yeah. Destroy everything. I think that was the right play. Now we've got significant card advantage. We've got a pretty big creature on the field. He's got almost no cards in his hand. He doesn't even have that much mana. Okay, Lovestruck Beast. I think we're going to use Rankle. Oh, Questing Beast too. I think we're going to use Rankle and make him sacrifice one of these. Either way, he can't attack unless he has another 1/1 in his hand. So let's do Rankle. And additionally, we can use Massacre Girl to attack, because if he blocks... Oh no, we don't want to use Massacre Girl. Because if he blocks, Massacre Girl will die. He'll just lose a 1/1. That's not worth it. Let's go ahead and attack with Rankle. I think we're going to make everyone discard a card as well, just to get rid of that last card in his hand. Sacrifice creature, discard a card. Sounds good. We don't need this Scryland, I don't think. And do I want to lose Rankle or Massacre Girl? Probably Massacre Girl. I think Rankle is more valuable. Play this land. Well, you know what? I probably should have kept the Scryland, since I didn't have enough mana to use anything for it. He did have another Lovestruck Beast. Wow. Alright, well, luckily I'm not going to die this turn, but I am in the danger zone in terms of health now, which is not great. Okay, so we need to make him sacrifice again with Rankle. I can play an Edgewall Innkeeper. That will be my sacrifice. We can also do Questing Beast, which can be a Vigilance, which can be a blocker with Death Touch. So I think Questing Beast and Edgewall Innkeeper, and we'll make everyone sacrifice again. That sounds good to me. Although I am hesitant to lose Edgewall Innkeeper, because that is a mechanism I can use for catching up in terms of card draw. But I need to. I can't let any of these Lovestruck Beasts get through. So I need him to sacrifice, and I need a Questing Beast to be a blocker. Presumably he's going to sacrifice one of those Lovestruck Beasts, so he can still attack with the other. So let's do Edgewall Innkeeper, yeah. And Questing Beast. We'll make him sacrifice one with Rankle. We'll lose Edgewall Innkeeper, but we'll have one blocker left over. I think that's the way to go. And then we'll just sort of rely on what he has top decking. Hopefully he doesn't get another, I don't know, anything that can damage me next turn. The other good thing is we're doing pretty good damage. Oh, he decided to block. Interesting. Okay, great. Well then, yeah, let's make everyone sacrifice a creature. We don't need to make anyone discard. And I don't want him drawing any cards, so let's just do the sacrifice. You know what? Maybe I should sacrifice Rankle at this point and keep Edgewall Innkeeper so I can catch up with draw power. I think that's what I'm going to do, because I think Edgewall Innkeeper is more valuable now that Rankle has depleted his hand. So we're gonna go with that. Because I have these adventure spells in my hand, and that will help me catch up. Or not catch up, but overwhelm him a bit. Oh my god, a Vraska, fantastic. So I think I want to use Murderous Rider first. Even though it's going to bring us down to 1 health, I don't think he has any haste or direct damage as a mono green. So I think we can go down to 1 health and then play a lifelinker immediately after and draw a card. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, we'll destroy him, take 2 damage, play him immediately, draw a card, and next turn we'll have life gain ability, and we can attack with Edgewall Innkeeper this turn. So a lot's riding on what he's drawing now. Wildwood Tracker, I'm not too worried about that. Just need to make sure that his attack doesn't get through, obviously. Vraska is going to enable us to gain 1 life and draw a card each turn, so that's also great. And we have Lovestruck Beast. Fantastic. So let's do Vraska. Actually, before Vraska, let's attack with our lifelinker. Yeah. And then if he decides to attack with Wildwood Tracker, we'll probably block with Lovestruck Beasts 1 mana creature. Let's get Vraska out. Probably gonna sacrifice a land since we're doing pretty well on land right now.
You won't see me campaign as weakness. Body.
Gain that life, draw that card. Lovestruck Beast, get that 1/1 out there. Next turn we'll get the 5/5 out. Yeah, definitely happy with the fact that he's top decking, and there's the concede. You can see already I was starting to mount insurmountable card advantage, even with my low health. So, okay. Finally a victory. Let's go again. Man, it's never great in these episodes when you start out with like 2 losses. You never want to be like behind the 8 ball right off the bat, but I don't know. Not much you can do about it except try and learn from your mistakes and press forward. This is not going to work out. We have only 2 mana, both of which are black, and all these 4-cost or higher spells. We definitely need to mulligan this. This is way better. We've got 2 Edgewall Innkeepers, a Lovestruck Beast, Liliana for later. 3 mana. We'll keep this. I think we're going to get rid of Liliana, because she's going to be way later. And we probably want to make sure we have 3 mana for Lovestruck Beast, so let's get rid of Liliana. And I think this will be okay. We'll have turn 2 Edgewall Innkeeper. Guildgate. Are we fighting a gate deck? Castle Locthwain. We have a ton of black mana. We need something else. We need like more green, or we need other spells. I'm not sure how this deck's going to stack up against a gate deck. Imagine it'll have difficulties. I mean, it's good that it has lots of removal, but alright, let's get Edgewall Innkeeper out there. And I think we're going to hold off on the rest because we want the full benefits out of having both Edgewall Innkeepers. So the only other option we would have is this one. And I think I want to wait until we have both out before we play Foulmire Knight. Plus, I want to use his instant ability. I want as few effects wasted as possible. I'm expecting to see that Gatebreaker ram anytime. But it's still in the standard, right? There's Guild Summit for his draw power. Oh, I wonder... You know what? In one of the previous episodes, I fought a deck just like this that basically drew out his entire deck, and then at the last second used a Fae of Wishes to get a Jace, and then won the game by basically drawing his library out. I wonder if that's what this is. Okay, so what are we doing? We probably want another Edgewall Innkeeper. And then, man, we still can't do anything except for playing Foulmire Knight. I think we'll do Foulmire Knight, because drawing 2 cards from Edgewall Innkeepers is better than his instant anyway. And I think we want to speed this up. So let's do Edgewall Innkeeper. We're actually going to do Foulmire Knight before we even play a land, just in case we get like a tap land we can use. But yeah, let's just draw those cards. Rankle would be good. We could start depleting his hand. Yeah, and fantastic. We got a Scry land. Let's play that. Which will give us even more green. Do we want Lovestruck Beast? We already have one. I think I want to look for something else. We already have a Lovestruck Beast. I'd like to remain flexible against this kind of deck. Gates Ablaze. Alright, well, I'm glad I got some draw power out of those Edgewall Innkeepers before he did that. Let's do Rankle and make everyone start discarding stuff. Now that our... Oh, right, but this guy has Reach. Okay, well, he's probably going to block them. Which is basically the same as making him sacrifice. He just won't take damage. And I don't have to lose a creature. If he has removal, I assume he'll play it on Rankle. I don't think I have any answers for enchantments in this deck, so that's a little unfortunate. We don't have anything we can do about Guild Summit. One thing that's good... Oh, Gatebreaker Ram has Trample. That's unfortunate. We might use Murderous Rider on Gatebreaker, honestly. Or we could just... We could use Lovestruck Beast's 1/1 ability and then just make everyone sacrifice something. I think that might be the way to go. Let's go ahead and do this. And, yeah, let's attack. We'll reserve Murderous Rider for in case he has like a Planeswalker we want to destroy. Sacrifice creature, discard a card as well. We don't need all these lands, so let's get rid of the swamp. Yeah. Definitely want to limit the amount of draw power he has from Guild Summit. And let's play... I don't have any 1/1s, so Lovestruck Beast, I don't know if he's going to be that useful. I think we want to do Paradise Druid? We want that land out regardless. Yeah, let's do Lovestruck Beast, I don't know. No. Paradise Druid. We can attack with Paradise Druid if we don't end up using it for mana. Yeah, I really wish I had something for that Guild Summit. It's a huge issue. Oh, you know what? You know what would work for it? If I got a Vraska, I could destroy it with Vraska. I think she destroys any permanent that's 3 mana cost or less. Yeah, look at all this draw power he's getting. Liliana. Oh, I like that. Let's go ahead and attack with Rankle first. We're going to put Liliana out, and he's going to have to answer that threat. And I think it's going to be difficult for him, because I don't know if his deck has any Planeswalker removal.
I am the master here.
Let's start making her big, and hopefully we can do her ultimate, which will win us the game if it goes through.
Rise.
I know he has board wipes and stuff with, like, Gates Ablaze, but nothing is coming to mind for any direct Planeswalker removal. This is a 5-color, though. So who knows what he has? He could have Fae of... You know, he probably has Fae of Wishes, and then he'll probably have an answer for Planeswalker in his sideboard. But, yeah, in the meantime, let's just make an army with Liliana, and, yeah, he's getting so much draw power. If he has a Fae of Wishes, he's probably going to find it. Gate Colossus, alright. We might destroy that with Murderous Rider. Or we could just make him sacrifice it with Rankle. No, not anymore. He's probably going to block Rankle. But we'll get a free kill on Arboreal Grazer if we do that. And then after that, we can destroy it with Murderous Rider. Okay, so, I think we're going to make another zombie.
This looks
What
like
does
a
it
fun
say?
new
Can't be
toy.
blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. So, yeah, he needs to die. We can also play Lovestruck Beast as a chump blocker, but I think we just want to kill him. Let's go ahead and attack with Rankle and see if we can get Arboreal Grazer to block. Presumably he will. Yeah. So that's a free kill on that. And then, let's see. We have enough mana for both Murderous Rider's ability and Lovestruck Beast, so let's just do both. We'll have Lovestruck Beast as an available blocker for Gate Colossus. And then we have Murderous Rider as a backup as well. Let's play this land. Liliana, I think it's a -9 ability, so just 2 more turns before we can use her ultimate. Actually, yeah, 2 more turns. And I'm pretty sure her ultimate will cripple this opponent. I might have given away there that I have an instant because there was a pause. Okay, so is he going to attack with Gate Colossus? He probably is. I'm actually tempted just to block with Lovestruck Beast and not use Murderous Rider just yet because Lovestruck Beast will make me draw a card because of Liliana. Explosion? 5 damage to any target, and then he draws cards. Okay, well, I'm glad I have Murderous Rider now because now Liliana doesn't have to die. So, question now is, do I want to use Murderous Rider now before he draws those 5 cards? Because potentially he could get a counter. So I think that is what I want to do. In case he didn't have a counter already, yeah, we'll just destroy that real quick. Yeah. Now, I draw a card from that destruction, obviously. Casualties of War, fantastic. That's going to tide me over before Liliana's ultimate. Another Gate Colossus, that's fine. As long as he doesn't have anything that gives his creatures haste, I think we're okay. Oh my god, look at all these creatures! I think we drew exactly what we needed to, because we have Rankle that can block Gate Colossus, we have Casualties of War. Oh no, we don't have enough mana for everything we want. So we might have to use Liliana's -4. We can make everyone sacrifice something with Rankle, first of all. He doesn't have any reach creatures. So let's actually do that first off. First and foremost, just attack with Rankle. Everyone loses a creature. I don't think we're going to make everyone discard a card, because that's worse for me right now, at the moment. Let's lose a zombie. And we get to draw a card from that as well. There's Gate Colossus gone. Oh my god, it's Vraska. Vraska can destroy one of these, and we have enough mana left over for Murderous Rider, so I think we're set. We can do Liliana's +1, getting us closer to her ultimate. Vraska can take care of one of these, and Murderous Rider can take care of one of these, so I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and put Vraska out first. And then we can hold off until his turn to use Murderous... Oh, you know what? We might want to do it now while he's tapped out. I don't know if he has any counters or not, so we might want to do it just to be safe. I'm fairly confident he doesn't have anything that gives him haste. So, tapping out should be fine. Yeah, let's just destroy this now to be safe. Let's do that +1. Next turn we'll do Liliana's ultimate, and that should seal the deal. If he has no answer for it. What does it do again? Each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. So there's Gates of Blades. I'm going to draw a bunch of cards from that Gates of Blades, so I'm not sad about that at all. Questing Beast. God. Another Rankle. Yeah, so he's going to have, like, no lands left. He'll lose his... Oh, no, he'll keep his Guild Summit, so he will have the chance to come back in terms of card advantage, but he'll lose, like... How many lands could he have in his deck? He can't have that many more. We've got Casualties of War still. So Casualties of War after Liliana's ultimate will essentially kill everything that remained. He'll have 0 permanents left. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is going to be amazing. If we can do this. Oh my god, please. Please let me do this. This is going to be the best combo. No haste, no haste, no haste. Yes, yes, yes. Just play all your creatures. I don't care if you gain life. I just want to see this combo happen. Oh my god, yes. Liliana's ultimate. And now, Casualties of War will kill everything that's left. This is amazing. I'm so happy about this. I wonder if they're going to concede or if they're going to continue. I mean, they can definitely still come back. Just because of... What the hell? Oh, artifact and creature. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Well, we can play that game too. Destroy an artifact, destroy a creature, destroy an enchantment, destroy a land, and we don't have a planeswalker to destroy, so this is fine. Artifact, creature, land. Fucking beautiful. Oh my god. I'm so happy with that. And let's, I don't think we need all this land. So I think we're going to draw a card. Oh my god, I could not be happier with how that combo went. I mean, it's unfortunate that he played that Archway Angel that made him gain, like, a shit ton of life, but the fact that he has 0 permanents left on the field, oh my god. Good game. Good game. Oh my, I'm so happy with that combo. It's probably the highlight of this episode so far. Oh, man. I mean, getting off Liliana's ultimate ability is great enough. But having a Casualties of War on top of that is just the icing on the cake. Just like, yeah, you have only 1 of every permanent left, and actually now you have none of every permanent left. Just destroyed every permanent he had. I know, I keep talking about it, rambling, but I really enjoyed that. This I don't think is going to work. The only 3 and lower spells we have are Murderous Rider, and we don't even have 2 black mana for it, so we're going to have to mulligan this. This is better. We have Paradise Druid, Lovestruck Beast, Falmar Knight. I think this is better. We want to make sure we draw draw lands, but I'm just going to kind of hope that happens. And I don't want to go down to 5, so let's keep this. And we can probably get rid of Massacre Girl, since it's farthest off in terms of mana cost. Questing Beast is nice to have. Hello? I think even if I lose here, that last game will have made this this episode worth it. Okay, let's do turn 1 Lovestruck Beast. What do I think this deck is? His card art suggests he has a, what is that, a Muon Ling? Is this a flash deck? We're probably gonna do Paradise Druid. Let's attack and just see what happens. If he has like a Wildborn Preserver, I'll expect to see that coming out to block this. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's do Paradise Druid now, see if he has a counter. Growth Spiral, alright. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking this is a Reclamation deck. I'm seeing Temur, I'm seeing Growth Spiral. It's making me think that he wants to get out lands very fast and potentially have a bunch of mana available for things like counters and maybe Niv Mizzet later on. But I could be jumping the gun. We've only seen one card of his. Huh. Does he have a counter? Is that why he left these untapped? He knows I have Lovestruck Beast, so that could very well be. We're going to do another Forest, because Fabled Passage can come out with not tapped on turn 4. And we can actually do Questing Beast if we wanted to. But if I think he has a... You know what? I think he probably has a counter. We're doing this regardless. We could do... yeah, I think I really want to do Questing Beast. No, we're going to do Lovestruck Beast. That way, even if he counters it, we can attack with Paradise Druid this turn. So let's do this. Growth Spiral, alright. I was afraid for nothing. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about his mana ramp, but there's not much I can do about it right now. Does he have enough for... You might have enough for a Niv Mizzet. Oh, there's Escape the Wilds, alright. Oh my god, he just drew, like, 3 explosions? Holy shit, and he's got a Bone Crusher? Is he going to do Bone Crusher on something? He's probably going to destroy my 1-1 so that I can't attack with Lovestruck Beast. I can do Questing Beast this turn and attack. I think that's the... We need to kill this guy as fast as possible, I think, is going to be the way to go. Let's put out a Fabled Passage. Let's get a land. And actually, you know what we can do? We can play Thalmire Knight, the creature, just so that even if he destroys one of my 1-1s, I can still have another one so that Lovestruck Beast can continue attacking. And we can also do Questing Beast, so I think that's going to be the way to go. I don't think he's going to have answers for all these things. So let's do Thalmire Knight. And that should deal a pretty crushing blow to him in Questing Beast. So now we've got a minimum of 9 damage coming to him that I don't think he can prevent. He might kill my 1-1, but we have another one that enables Lovestruck Beast to attack. Oh, interesting. He went for Paradise Druid. So we have 10 damage coming at him. I'll be very interested to see if he can turn this around. I mean, he does have mana advantage right now, and he's got a ton of cards in his hand. But I doubt this color scheme has life gain, honestly. So he's probably just scrambling for a whole bunch of tiny answers for my creatures. Even a Niv Mizzet wouldn't do it at this point, because he would tap out, and Niv Mizzet alone is not enough to stop what I have. So he needs like a bunch of Bone Crushers. Yeah, Growth Spiral is not going to help you here. Unless you get like a Wilderness Reclamation out, and then you can untap all your lands. That's definitely a possibility. Wilderness Reclamation plus tons of tiny removal. But your hand's looking pretty low there, so I think you might be done for here. There's Wilderness Reclamation, that's a start. But yeah, he's only got 1 card. Yeah, that's game. Good game. Yeah, definitely fortunate in that game that we were able to get out a bunch of damage before he was able to sort of set up his combo. Alright, let's continue on. Wow, we got that one immediately. I really hope we get to 4 wins. I always love covering that entry cost at the standard event, and we're 1 win away. We have 2 lands, Thalmire Knight, Lovestruck Beast. I guess this is fine. I'd like to have 3 lands, and I'd like to have an Innkeeper, honestly, but I think we can deal with this. Thalmire Knight potentially gives us draw power if we get another land. let's keep it. We're going to do turn 1, Lovestruck Beast. Turn 2, probably tap land. And hopefully by turn 3 we have another land that we can play to get either Lovestruck Beast, the creature, out, or Falmari Knight's instant ability. Okay, we did draw land. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and attack. Let's put up his tap land. Next turn we'll do either... We'll probably do Lovestruck Beast, honestly. Oh, is this a flash deck? It's looking like it might be. So I'm going to try an alternate approach to the flash decks. Instead of sort of assuming they have counters all the time, I think I'm going to start playing spells and just trying... Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. So this is definitely a flash deck, at least. We've confirmed that with this. I'm going to start trying to just sort of draw out their counters. Although now that he's tapped out, I can play Lovestruck Beast with impunity, so we're going to do that, actually. I was going to do Falmari Knight's draw instant to sort of bait a counter. But getting Lovestruck Beast out there with impunity is great. So now I think I want to do Falmari Knight's draw. Problem is I don't have another spell to cast, because I only have enough mana for this, so we're going to wait until his end step to do that. And we'll pass this turn. Interesting that he didn't have a creature to play during my end step. That bodes well. I'm happy to see that. That means that he might not have a Brineborn Cutthroat or whatever else. Let's do Falmari Knight now. Bait that counter, and then if he taps out to counter this, then we can do it again on my turn. Let it go through, okay. There was definitely a pause, so I think he probably does have something he can do. Now I can either do Falmari Knight, I can do Falmari Knight's instant, or I can do Questing Beast. I kind of want to do Questing Beast, honestly. We don't know that he has a counter, so we're gonna try it. He's only got 1 blue mana, so that limits the counters that he has. If you let it go through, fantastic. He still could have a bounce. He might have like a Brazen Borrower that he could bounce for 2 mana. I think he might be mana screwed, honestly. He might have like... Oh, Night Pack. Interesting. Okay, so that's gonna need to be removed. But he might block with Night Pack when I do Questing Beast, because his Wildborn Preserver's not gonna be enough to block. Oh, that's right, he can buff it every time a wolf comes out. Oh, that's unfortunate. We might need to get Rankle out pretty soon if we can draw... Oh man, all of these spells need 2 black mana and we only have 1. Oh, that's not good. Hope we draw a Swamp pretty soon. He just buffed Wildborn Preserver. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so... This is an issue. If I attack with Questing Beast, he'll probably block with Wildborn Preserver, which might be okay, because he'll stop buffing him every time he plays a wolf. But I also need to get rid of Night Pack Ambusher somehow. I think we need to draw. We need to find a swamp so that we can get one of these removal spells out. And it looks like he's mostly tapped out now, so now's as good a time as any. It's not a swamp, but yeah, I mean, we can get a black mana out of Paradise Druid, but it's going to take a while because it has Summoning Sickness when we play it next turn. Do I want to attack here? I think we. I can't decide. He's going to be able to choose which one he destroys Questing Beast with. It's probably going to be Wildborn Preserver. Yeah, I think it's better if we... No, we should attack. The reason I'm deciding to attack now is because he could have a bounce spell for Questing Beast next turn. And I want to get some value out of it before that happens, if he does. And he's got Vigilance anyway, so he can block if he decides not to block. Okay. So we get rid of Wildborn Preserver. We still have Questing Beast as a blocker for his wolves, which should hold us off for a little bit, but we do need to answer Night Pack Ambusher, otherwise things are going to get out of control. We really need a swamp, honestly. Swamp, and then, okay, good. Oh, thank God. Fabled Passage. Give me that swamp, please. Okay, so I'm thinking we can do... We can do Paradise Druid and Falmari Knights to hold off this next attack. And then hopefully he taps out and we can do Massacre Girl and just wipe the field. I still can't tell if he actually has counters in this deck or not, or if it's all just flash creatures. Another thing we could do is Rankle, but then he'll just sacrifice his wolves, and I'll end up sacrificing more than him. So... Oh, Murderous Rider. What am I thinking? We can Murderous Rider his Night Pack. Let's do Paradise Druid, and then we'll bait a counter. We'll pass the turn, and we'll try and do Murderous Rider on his turn during his second main phase before he gets his benefit out of his end step. And the other benefit of that is if we make him counter Murderous Rider, if he does have a counter, we'll make him do it on his turn so that he can not get an extra wolf out of Night Pack Ambusher. So that's the current plan. He's got another one? Oh my god! Oh no. Well, now I'm not sure if I want to do Murderous Rider because I kind of want to just board wipe with Massacre Girl. Damn, I wish I had played an extra Foulmire Knight because then I could really get Massacre Girl going. Well, I think I need to Murderous Rider on his turn. Yeah, I think I need to anyway because I want to make sure neither one of these produces a wolf. And also, if he attacks with everyone... Oh, he didn't. Okay. So yeah, before his end step starts, I want to destroy one of these. And if he has a counter, he'll use it. And if he uses a counter, then he won't get any extra wolves out of these guys. So either way, it's somewhat of a win. Yeah, there's the counter. And because he played a spell, he doesn't get extra wolves from these Night Packs, which is fine with me. Okay, now what can we do? I think we need Death Touchers out there, honestly. We need these Foulmire Knights and probably Paradise Druid. I think we just want to put as many tiny creatures out so that if we can get Massacre Girl out, it'll destroy everything. I think that's the current plan. We also, the other good thing about that counter with Quench is we have confirmed that this deck does have counters. So that does inform our decisions about when to play things. Is he going to counter this? Interesting. He countered a Foulmire Knight. Alright. Well, that's one less counter he has for Massacre Girl, if we can get that out. We're not attacking. Oh, we could attack with Lovestruck Beast. The only thing he could kill it with... Oh no, he would just block with two of his shitty wolves. So no, we're not attacking. Lovestruck Beast will remain a blocker. Luckily, I think Lovestruck Beast is the main thing holding him at bay. Unfortunately, he's creating an army of wolves. Okay, so what can I do here? I could do Liliana. You know what? Massacre Girl is the ultimate solution for these wolves. So I think Liliana might be a good counter bait. Rankle also. How much mana do I have? I have 5 for lands, 2 for Paradise Druid. That means I have enough for Murderous Rider and Rankle. So maybe getting Rankle out would be a good idea and make him start discarding cards to get rid of potential counters. And then we'll have Murderous Rider on standby for destroying one of his Night Packs. I think we want Murderous Rider to go first, because individual removal is less important if we can get Massacre Girl out. So let's try for Swift End first on one of his Night Packs. Presumably he'll counter if he can, and then we'll try Rankle. We also need to make sure we don't die next turn in case he does counter both, and we tap out both our Paradise Druids. Let me do the math here. Okay, so there's a Sinister Sabotage. Glad to see that. Oh, you know what? I think that was probably a mistake. I probably should have waited until his turn to use Murderous Rider again so that I prevented him from creating more wolves. Oh well. Yeah, so Rankle, we have a high chance of not getting countered if we play him now because he only has 1 blue mana. He might have a Quench, but then, again, it's still more counters that he doesn't have. Okay, so this is good. We can make him discard cards now. Let's make sure we'll survive, though. We'll take 16 damage from these wolves if we block with Lovestruck Beast and Foulmire Knight. I think that's... We'll survive. That's all that matters. We need to press on this strategy of getting rid of his counters and playing Massacre Girl at all costs. Discard a card. Do I want to make people sacrifice a creature? No, I don't. Because I want to make all the creatures die when Massacre Girl comes out, so that I make sure enough things proc. What are you discarding? I'm going to discard one of my Lilianas because at the moment she's a bit too expensive, and I won't have enough mana for anything else on my turn if it gets countered. Okay, yeah. Here comes all the wolves. Okay, good. He's not blocking, or he's not attacking with all his night ambushers. So let's block with this. And let me think. Do I want to... I think we can block with Falmar Knight because we have 2 Paradise Druids, and that should be enough to make the Massacre Girl combo happen. So this is fine. We'll take 8. If he had another Night Pack, that would be pretty funny. It would actually be amazing because he would basically tap out for that, and then we can do Massacre Girl. Okay, so not great that he didn't tap out there. He has 3 cards in his hand. Really, our only play right now. We're going to die next turn if we don't do... Let me think. If we block with everyone next turn, there will not be enough creatures on the battlefield for Massacre Girl to proc the combo. And we won't kill everything. So, if we did do Liliana as like a counterbait, even if it gets countered, we're basically dead. Because we can't finish the combo with Massacre Girl. So I think we need to try for Massacre Girl right now. That's really the only option I see. Let's attack with Rankle first. To make him discard a card. Potentially draw out like a, I don't know, maybe a bounce spell or something. Oh, but do I want to discard Liliana? I might want to keep that. That's a tough call. I think I'm dead if Massacre Girl doesn't go through. So we might as well. This is probably my last turn. So I think it's okay if we get rid of Liliana. We want to reduce as many chances of him having counters as possible. And maybe he'll hold on to a bomb as opposed to... Okay, he discarded that. Does that mean he has an extra one, or does that mean he went for a threat over a counter? Let's find out. I'm guessing he still has a counter. Yeah, he's looking at his hand. Brimboard Cutthroat. That's encouraging. Oh no, he had a Frilled Mystic. Oh, god damn it. No. 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 Good game. Let me just make sure I can't survive here. So... Oh yeah, I'm totally dead. Yeah. I didn't even have to look that hard. Look at that. God damn, these flash decks are the bane of my existence in all these episodes. Have I ever won against a flash deck? I don't know. God. Alright. Well, at the very least, I can say that last game came down to the wire, which I always enjoy. Win or lose. Let's look at our uncommons. I always wonder how close I am to unlocking the vault whenever I unlock those uncommons every event. Yeah, so what I've started doing with my excess gold, I like to keep 5,000 gold around, just so I make sure I always have enough for those standard events, which cost 500 gold. You know, in the case I go on a losing streak and I can't make back what I put in, I want to make sure I always have a buffer of gold for that. But what I've started doing is the amount of gold I have that goes over 5,000, I've started just getting packs to accelerate the amount of wild cards that I unlock. So let's actually spend our extra 1,000 on a pack right now. And that's sort of a nice way to wrap up an episode, I think, also. Just by getting a new rare or mythic. Or more gems. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's an actual card. It's not gems this time. Oh, it's a wild card. Fantastic. That's like the best thing you can get for rares. Alright, well, I'm happy with that. Yeah, so that's going to wrap up this episode. I had a lot of fun with this Golgari adventure deck. I mean, we didn't get to 4 wins, which is always what we strive for. But the games it's just a lot of fun having like so many options with each card. Like adventure enables you to have basically twice as many options as normal because each card is either, you know, an instant or sorcery or it's a creature. And the ones that are in this deck in particular, it seems really flexible. And gives you a lot of options for dealing with things. Obviously, I think this isn't particular to this deck, but in general, I just sort of struggle against those flashed style decks that we saw in that last game. I feel like each time I do one of these episodes, I always face one of those and I end up losing. So maybe one day I'll discover the secret for fighting those. It could just be luck, like making sure that you have more cards than they have counters for, but that never seems to work out for me. But anyway, yeah. Definitely a lot of fun playing with adventure decks, especially when you can get a whole army out there with, you know, developing that card advantage with the Edgewell Innkeepers. It's definitely a lot of fun when you can make a whole adventure army. So yeah, that's going to wrap up this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.